Hi, my name is Rob Cornelis, founder and CEO of GameFace Incorporated. I'd like to speak with you about something that's very important. You, your success, your career, and your future. Now, chances are we've never met, though I certainly hope we will at some point. Even so, having spent the last 25 years training tens of thousands of salespeople throughout sports, I suspect I know a little about you. I've seen what makes salespeople successful, as well as what can slowly destroy their dream job of working in this industry. Along the way, I've also learned why customers and clients choose to buy from salespeople, and the reasons they don't. Through this video series, I'll be offering you some insights achieved over the decades training salespeople all over the world. But first, let me share with you something that both buyers and salespeople have in common. They all cringe when they hear one word: salesman. Consider that word for a second. When I say salesman, what image or thought or other word comes to mind? I don't claim to be a mind reader, but the answer is pretty clear. You've got a vision of someone who's loud, abrasive, a big cheesy grin, or you're thinking of what I call the salesman's S's: sleazy, slimy, shady, slick, sneaky, self-interested, self-centered, selfish. But why? Why do we who make a living in sales look at other people who share our occupation this way? This isn't how you describe yourself. I think there are a few reasons. First, we've probably had an experience as a consumer where we encountered the stereotypical salesperson. We were turned off by it, yet the experience stuck in our minds. And like most people, we remember and like to talk about the bad experiences as much, if not more, than the good ones. Second, our culture, especially the media, likes to portray sales as a second-class occupation, made up of misfits and crooks. For every movie that portrays salespeople favorably, you'll find 10 like The Wolf of Wall Street, Boiler Room, Glengarry Glen Ross, and Tommy Boy. And the third and fourth reason sales is generally looked down upon is that salespeople are either poorly trained or not trained at all. In other words, bad salesmanship isn't always intentional. Sometimes it's because practitioners don't know any better. Let's pause for a moment and really consider now what sales is. Sales is influencing. When you effectively sell another person, you've influenced them. If you've ever been influenced by a friend or a parent or a boss, they've in fact sold you with an idea, a notion, a principle. Sales is persuading. I know my choices and buying decisions are oftentimes the result of a persuasive ad or comment. Sales is also educating. When successful, you're providing insights or a point of view that perhaps they hadn't known or considered before. With new information, they conclude that your product or service will, in fact, get them a desired outcome. Sales is also motivating. A good salesperson motivates me to utilize a service or to obtain a product. I'm excited and eager to see the results of that decision. And I'm convinced it's the best, or at least an affordable and proper way to get me those results. I'm motivated to act. Lastly, sales is inspiring. When I hear a good speech or read a good book, I'm inspired to improve myself, to act. When a salesperson is effective at what they do, they've inspired me to do something I never thought I would or could have done previously. So if sales is influencing, persuading, educating, motivating, and inspiring, you might ask yourself, what occupations, of all those that we don't normally associate with sales, really which occupation does have a sales function? If you're like me, you're thinking of teachers, doctors, coaches, lawyers, accountants, therapists, clergy, even first responders, all of whom can persuade, motivate, or inspire me to follow their advice and direction. Isn't that what sales is all about? I hope you'll develop an even greater appreciation for the job you've been enlisted to do. No one else can have a greater impact on customers' decision to associate with your organization than you. I firmly believe that sales, when done right, is a noble profession. You're the one who can motivate and inspire people to turn to our organization for results they may not otherwise obtain. There's no shame or reason to apologize when you successfully help people improve their relationships, standing, and life through the act of selling.